to our correspondent Onyekachi Wosu. Let's take a listen to him, please.
The kind of person he is, and he said he agrees. I think that ministry may not give him opportunity to actually bring back the dividends of governance to Rivers State, because his ministry is just within the purview of the FCT. Now, one felt that the ministry like the Ministry of Niger Delta, which has not been assigned yet, should have been given to somebody like that. I'm afraid I don't see what he is going to bring back from the FCT to Rivers State, so that Rivers people can benefit.
Also, Chairman of River State Civil Society Organization, NFA, George Will, says the ministerial portfolio assigned to former Governor Wike appears more like a political checkmate. Speaking on Nigeria Info FM's Morning Crossfire, Mr. George Will expressed his fears that the FCT minister may accumulate more political enemies while performing his function.
This is more like a political check, industrial politician like the governor, who is more like caged with Abuja as the minister for STP. This is a use a local kind of politics despite the job. Apparently, they never be able to equally foster his political desk. I will not be able to rally around people. And thirdly, he communicate a lot of political evidence for himself. Of course, being an STP minister, and I can't say that you are going to be the least property in terms of about renewal. But outside that is the discussion of Mr. President to start point.
President Tinubu yesterday assigned portfolios to 45 of the 48 ministers, with former Governor of River State Nyesom Wike heading the Federal Capital Territory (FCT) and his former Ebonyi State counterpart David Umahi heading Works Ministry. The ministers will take their oath of office on Monday, August 21st, 2023. And moving on, the Nigerian Navy has impounded a 350,000-litre capacity vessel carrying what is suspected to be illegally refined diesel in Port Harcourt. In a statement, the commander of the maritime component of Operation Delta Safe, Commodore Adedokunle Shiabade, said that the operation happened at Neko Jetty in the Transwoji area of Port Harcourt, the River State capital. Commodore Shiabade explained that the vessel, which has a carrying capacity of 350,000 litres, acts as a storage tank for the product. The naval commander promised that all involved in the operation will be arrested and made to face the wrath of the law. In other news, a member of the River State Government Evaluation and Assessment Team, Ima Wike, said that the evaluation of buildings earmarked for demolition for the construction of the Port Harcourt Ring Road would soon be concluded. Mr. Wike said this in an interview with correspondent Onyekachi Wosu.
I can assure you that in the ring road now, the essence of surveyors and valuers are still in the field. I'm sure that some has finished, some are still in the field. I'm sure that by today, tomorrow, they are going to finish the assessments, and then we'll come into the office for the valuation proper. And I'm sure that in the next few days, we are going to turn in our report. And from there, it's now the government responsibility to decide when they want to pay. So when government have released the funds to either payments or through the consultant, that the consultant will now pay to the claimants.
The SS surveyor also spoke about why the state government would only pay compensation for buildings, not land.
The land value is not included in the compensations. The law says that it is only those that have certificate of occupancy and have paid their ground rent for that year that will be refunded the ground rent they have paid for that. Because that particular factor is removed from the valuation, there is no amount of money that will be paid that will be adequate. We have advocated that the Land Use Act should be amended so that it will be people friendly. As it is today, that is like the equivalent law.
As you may know, properties along the densely populated areas like St. John's, Ogbogoro, Diobu, and Rumomasi in Port Harcourt and Obiakwa local government areas will either be completely or partially demolished to allow for the construction of the Port Harcourt Ring Road. Away from that now, residents and road users are worried about the one-way driving still seen along the ever-busy 8-lane Oyigbo axis of the Port Harcourt-Aba Expressway in River State. They told correspondent Emeka Otuka that they witness road crashes often and that on that axis because of these several lane violations. They say motorists use the lanes abnormally due to the continuous barricade of two sections of the road by the military.
It's They'll be causing a lot of accidents. Serious, even there's what happened yesterday. A serious accident because of this one way. If they will remove the soldier, let every vehicle follow its normal lane. But I hope there will not be an accident again. Because of they block this lane, they block at Yam zone. That is what is causing the commercial driving. This one will drive this way, this one will drive this way. That's what I say. It causes plenty accident on the road.
And the people block the road, no way to turn. All this is going to frustrate people. Accidents normally happen. Even yesterday accidents happen.
It's very risky. Many accidents have been happening. Car that is coming, car that is going, sometimes they will not look, they will hit themselves. But if the media or the police can go and talk to those army people in charge, so they will allow us to be turning the normal routes to turn.
They, however, called on the relevant authorities, especially the military, to order its personnel to remove the barricades on the road to allow for proper driving.
I call on the Commissioner of Police to direct the policemen to leave the road. We are not asking them to leave entirely, but they can mark the road the way it's supposed to be, not to block the road. That this way, nobody will move this way. You must have to move the other way around. So that is what we are talking. If they will remove the soldier, let the road be free, so people can be going inside the people and come out, let the road be free. So people will follow their normal lane. Look at this one way is not okay. You can see this vehicle now going like this is not their normal lane. Look at their lane. But because of all this blocking of the road, look at the way they are driving, and that is causing accident. If the Commissioner of Police will assist us, let the soldier go by the side, let the road be free, so people can be going inside the people and come out, let the road be free.
The Army and the Federal Road Safety Corps have yet to speak on the matter. Recall that some sections of the Oyibo axis of the Port Harcourt-Aba Expressway have been barricaded by the military since 2020, following a riot said to have been led by IPOB members in the aftermath of the NSAS protest. Elsewhere, teachers of the River State University Demonstration School have again called on the state government to reinstate and pay off their 7-year salary arrears. Recall that former Governor Yinsuwike ordered in February 2016 that the salaries of the teachers be removed from the payroll of the university. In an interview with correspondent Emeka Otuka, one of the teachers said they had lost 3 of their staff recently due to hardship and that life has not been easy for the rest of them. He said some of them have been evicted from their homes and their children are out of school.
All we're trying to do is just to appeal to His Excellency, the Governor of Rivers State, to please look at these issues. We have lost life. Teacher, as I speak with you, we've just lost 3 persons. We are into terrible pain. Lost accommodation, you can't pay accommodation, you can't pay hospital bill, you can't even take care of our children. Our children are out of school, and so we are just employed like every other staff of the university. This is 8 years counting. We can't even attend to family needs and responsibilities as head of the school.
The teacher, however, appealed to Governor Sinalaye Fubara to use his first 100 days in office to put a smile on the faces of the affected teachers.
We have so much faith, and we believe that the government of today, maybe before his 100 days in office, will remember us. He is a civil servant, and we believe that he has our pains at heart. And we are looking up to the day that he will make that announcement to say that he has reversed these teachers back to their job, and also looking for to our readers. We are so much indebted, and when I say we are going through pain, it is an understatement. We are going through agony, serious troubles and worries, sometimes sleepless nights.
Well, still to come, former Vice President Atiku Abubakar describes $3 billion loan secured by the NNPCL as scam. Stay tuned. Welcome back to the Meeting News. My name is Jude Omamegbe. We'll continue our stories now, and this time with the Rumo Krushi community. The owner of the weekly oil mill market in Port Harcourt has denied claims of ticket racketeering by the traders. The Community Development Committee Chairman Osi Wosu tells our correspondent that there is a harmonized ticket at the market sold at 4,500 naira and not the 16 tickets of 9,000 naira claimed by the traders. Mr. Wosu said touts take advantage of traders who sell outside the main market and force multiple tickets on them. He, however, appealed to the River State Task Force to take traders off the road. He also spoke about other markets that have sprung up around the oil mill market over the years and how many people confuse them as being the same.
At the Element Junction area, there are some mushroom markets that spring up because of the presence of oil mill. And then some of these traders are there. And at the end of the day, they want to subject or they want to say all the illegalities are at oil mill markets. It's not correct. We have market like the seed market owned by Subas. We have the 7-Up market. We have the Binab markets. Some traders are patronizing those markets and they want to generalize the name to the oil mill market. And as such, trying to paint the community black.
Yesterday, traders at the popular weekly oil mill market in Obiakwa local government area accused the Rumuki Town Council of multiple
on our behalf. We are suffering in their hands.
How much are we making? You see us shouting 500, some 200, some 100 now. I say new boss, the ticket is too much. They should do something about it.
The intimidation is getting much. Many times, after spending all this money, we go home empty-handed. The country is too hard now. I am crying on behalf of the road traders for help.
The government of River State will help us. Let the ticket be reduced.
When our correspondent visited the weekly market, traders showed that they were being asked to pay between 500 and 1,000 naira on about 16 different tickets. The total cost of the tickets amounts to 9,000 naira. In another development, traders along major roads and popular junctions in Port Harcourt have been speaking about the extortions they face daily. They say traders along the Rumokoro market are the worst hit.
It's not the right thing for me to sell market on the road side like this. So me, I will just early this morning go then walk out about it, come back here. Now once they come sharp, but the ones where they come now from government house they from come. Now they know they too scatter people things. They come to collect money, nothing basically they say they come, this one come to collect you 200, collect you 200. How much money will carry and go house? This pay where people they pay for. Yeah, if you never sell your market finish, you go one sell and finish. But when you pay finish before then they will come now. Then when collect money go start to come pursue you again. Now the way problem dey. If they know what make people they say, make they cook remove the people, make they know they say. When you come collect money finish, before you know it, you pursue them.
Recall that the tax force on street trading and illegal motor parks resumed operations in May. In Okoro, tax force has always denied any wrongdoing. A high court in the FCT has adjourned the alleged 6.9 billion naira procurement case against the suspended CBN Governor Godwin Emefiele on August 23rd. The presiding judge, Justice Hamza Muazu, adjourned the matter following the absence of the other two defendants in the matter. Mr. Emefiele was supposed to be arraigned alongside a female CBN employee, Sadatu Yaro, and her company on 20 charges of procurement fraud, conspiracy, and conferring corrupt advantages on his associates.
And now the business news.
And now to business. Former Vice President and presidential candidate of the PDP in the 2023 election, Atiku Abubakar, has described the $3 billion loan injected into the economy by the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited to stabilize Naira as fraudulent. Speaking through his special assistant on public communications, Mr. Frank Shraibu, yesterday, Atiku said the monetary policy is not the job of the NNPCL but that of the Central Bank of Nigeria. Yesterday, the NNPCL said it has secured a termed crude for cash from Afrmex Bank to help stabilize the Naira. In entertainment, pop star Britney Spears and her husband Sam Agashari has split after 14 months of marriage. In sports, the Nigerian Football Federation, the NFF, has opened negotiations with Super Eagles coach Joe Pesaro over a new contract. And finally, on the international scene, a huge wildfire in northern Canada is moving closer to the city of Yellowknife, the capital of Canada's Northwest Territories. The mayor of the territorial government, Rebecca Alty, said the evacuation of the city's 20,000 residents has been ordered. And that was news this afternoon. But before we depart, a quick recap. Reactions are now trailing the ministerial portfolio assigned to former Governor Nyesom Wike. The Nigerian Navy has impounded a vessel with illegally refined diesel in Port Harcourt. Former Vice President Atiku Abubakar has described the $3 billion loan secured by NNPCL as a scam, and FCT High Court has adjourned the alleged 6.9 billion naira procurement case against the suspended governor of the CBN, Godwin Emefiele. Residents of Oyigbo River State are lamenting the impact of continuous one-way driving on the 8-lane Oyigbo-Aba Express Road. And on the foreign scene, Regional Authority in Canada is evacuating its 20,000 residents as huge wildfire nears its main city. The news was edited by Onyeka Chiwoso. Rain is expected in Port Harcourt this afternoon with temperatures of about 27 to 28 degrees centigrade. Please be advised. To reach the news team, you can call, send an SMS, or use WhatsApp with the following number: 0808 721 7215. 0808 721 7215. Peace is a path to the prosperity of the nation. Let peace reign. My name is Jude Omamebe. Thank you for listening, and have yourself a wonderful afternoon. Coming up next, the sunny side of conversations. Good day.